What if the last day of school was not just a farewell to friends, but a chilling encounter with the unknown? Picture it, the joy and relief of the school year ending, tarnished by events that defy explanation. These aren't your typical tales of pranks gone wrong or senior year shenanigans. We're venturing into a realm where reality blurs with the inexplicable, where school halls echo with more than just the sound of footsteps. Prepare yourself as we delve into 3 spine-tingling, true last day of school horror stories. Our first story takes us to a forgotten classroom where a student stumbled upon something unnerving. Just picture it. Imagine an old, dilapidated classroom tucked away in a seldom-used corner of the school. This room, once vibrant with the voices of eager learners, lay forgotten, shrouded in dust and silence. This is where our tale begins. There was a student, let's call him Jake. Jake was known for his adventurous spirit and curiosity. One day, after the final bell rang, he decided to explore this abandoned classroom. As he pushed open the creaky door, a musty smell hit him. The smell of old books and decaying wood. The single window in the room was covered in a thick layer of dust, allowing only a faint glow of twilight to seep in. Jake began to feel a chill in the air, a cold that crept up his spine and made the hairs on the back of his neck stand on end. The silence was thick, almost palpable, broken only by the occasional drip of water from a leak in the ceiling. He could feel an eerie, unsettling presence around him, as if he were not alone. Ignoring the growing fear in his gut, Jake moved further into the room. He noticed an old chalkboard, still sporting faded scribbles from a lesson taught long ago. As he reached out to touch it, he felt a sudden gust of cold wind. The chalkboard suddenly came to life, the chalk moving on its own, scrawling out a message that made his blood run cold. Get out! In our next tale, the end of school bell rings not just for the students, but for a phantom from the past. Imagine a school where the bell rings not at the appointed hours, but at bizarre and ungodly times. No, not a glitch in the system, not an errant prankster, but a phantom bell that rings with an uncanny consistency. This is not a tale spun from the threads of imagination, but a story rooted in the grim reality of a school nestled in the heartland of America. This peculiar phenomenon was first noticed by the night janitor, who would often hear the bell toll when he was alone in the echoing hallways. The strange timing of the bell initially sparked curiosity, followed by unease and eventually, fear. As the weeks rolled on, the phantom bell became a chilling presence in the school, its eerie chimes echoing through the deserted corridors at the most unexpected times. The school community was at a loss. Was it a spectral prankster, or was there something more sinister at play? The mystery deepened until one day, a piece of the school's history surfaced. Buried within the dusty pages of an old yearbook was the tragic story of a student who had met an untimely end in the school many, many years ago. The chilling part? The time of the tragic incident matched the time the phantom bell would often toll. The revelation sent a wave of cold shock through the school. The phantom bell was not merely an uncanny occurrence, it was a spectral reminder of a tragedy that had left an indelible mark on the school's history. The bell was not ringing for the present, it was tolling for the past, for a life lost too soon within these very walls. Even today the phantom bell continues to ring, its eerie chimes echoing through the corridors, piercing the quiet. A chilling reminder of a tragedy forever etched in the school's history. Though the students may leave, the phantom bell tolls on, a spectral sentinel of the school's tragic past. The phantom school bell continues to ring, a chilling reminder of a tragedy forever etched in the school's history. Our final story brings us to a haunted locker, where a harmless prank turned into a horrifying ordeal. Picture this: a group of high school friends caught up in the last day of school frenzy decided to play a prank on a fellow student. The plan? To lock him within the cold, metallic confines of a school locker. The friends, filled with a mischievous sense of glee, managed to lure their unsuspecting target into the locker under the pretense of a hidden surprise. As the locker door creaked shut, the laughter echoed off the school's deserted hallway. The friends, thinking they had achieved their goal, left to celebrate the end of their school year, leaving their friend alone in the eerie silence. But as time passed, the laughter faded, replaced by a growing sense of unease. When they returned, they found the locker shaking violently. The air was filled with an unexplainable chill, and the once familiar locker seemed to be emanating an ominous aura. The locker, which was once a part of their daily school life, now seemed alien and menacing. They frantically tried to open the locker, but it was as if some unseen force was holding it shut. The muffled cries for help from within the locker grew fainter and fainter, replaced by an eerie silence. Fear turned into panic, and panic turned into terror as they realized that their prank had taken an unimaginably horrifying turn. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, the locker door flung open. Their friend stumbled out, pale and shaken, speaking of chilling whispers and unseen hands. He spoke of a malevolent presence that shared the locker with him, a presence that seemed to feed off his fear. In the days that followed, the locker remained untouched, its menacing aura a stark reminder of the terrifying ordeal. Students reported hearing strange noises from within, whispers that echoed with a chilling resonance. The locker, once a symbol of mundane school life, now stood as a grim monument to a prank gone horribly wrong. The locker stands as a grim reminder of the horrifying ordeal, a prank gone terribly wrong. These stories remind us that sometimes the most ordinary places can hold the most extraordinary horrors. The echoes of the forgotten classroom, the phantom school bell and the haunted locker, these are not just tales spun out of thin air. They hold the weight of reality, the chilling touch of the unknown, and the haunting resonance of human experiences. Each story, in its own unique way, has etched itself into the fabric of the lives of those who encountered these spine-chilling events. Just imagine walking into a classroom that doesn't exist on any school map, hearing the ominous ring of a bell that no one else can hear, or being tormented by a locker that refuses to let go of its past. These experiences are more than just stories. They are a testament to the eerie mysteries that lurk in the most mundane corners of our lives. These incidents, as disturbing as they may be, have left a profound impact on those involved. They've learned that not all that glitters is gold, and not all that is ordinary is safe. They've been offered a glimpse into the unseen, the unexplained, and the unfathomable. And this glimpse, however unsettling, is a potent reminder of the vastness of the world we live in and the myriad mysteries it holds. As we say goodbye to another school year, let's hope we only take with us fond memories, not chilling tales of the unknown. As the final bell rings, remember, not all school stories end with a joyous farewell. The echo of the last bell resonates not just through the corridors, but through time itself. It's a sound that has the power to stir up a whirlwind of emotions. It's the sound of freedom for some, the sound of finality for others. But for a select few, it's the sound that ushers in a chilling tale that can turn your blood cold. We've delved into the depths of 3 such tales today, stories that have made the hair on the back of our necks stand up, made us glance over our shoulders, and perhaps even made us question the reality of the world we live in. That's the power of a good horror story. It's not just about the scare in the moment, it's about the lingering unease, the fear that sticks to you like a second skin. But these stories are not meant to scare you away from school. Rather, they serve as a reminder that the ordinary can become extraordinary, the mundane can become menacing, and a school, a place of learning and growth, can also be a place where the unthinkable happens. It's fascinating how these tales have a life of their own, don't they? How they grow and evolve with each retelling, how they take on a life of their own and become a part of the school's folklore. And perhaps you have your own creepy school experience to share. A tale that has been passed down from senior to junior, a tale that has become a part of your school's legend. Remember, every school has its secrets, its stories, every building has its whispers, its echoes, and every bell, well, every bell could be the beginning of a tale that sends shivers down your spine. So the next time you hear the final bell ring, don't just think of it as the end of the school day, think of it as the beginning of a story that could be as eerie as the ones we've shared today. Until next time, remember, the bell doesn't just signal the end of the school day, but perhaps the beginning of a chilling tale.